All right. So how to delete a charge off using the late payment method. So what you want to know is this: before a charge off can become a charge off, the account first has to be late. In order for a late payment to exist, there must be compliance with Section 1666B. Now, the requirements for Section 1666B, they are as follows. So what you're going to do is, let me share screen here. So we're going to go over to Google and we're going to go to 15 USC 1666B. And that's going to bring us to timing of payment. Guys, this is the only law that authorizes any payment to be late or that can be late. All right. Missing a payment on an account does not constitute a late payment by law. And you'll see here. So a creditor may not treat a payment on a credit card account under an open-end consumer credit plan as late for any purpose. All right, so they cannot treat it late unless, right? Unless they do these things, they cannot treat the payment as late. So the creditor has adopted reasonable procedures designed to ensure that each periodic statement, so there must be periodic statements that's being sent out. That's the first thing. And in these periodic statements, there requires information from Section 1637B of this title. That's the second requirement, right? It must then be mailed or delivered to the consumer. That is the third requirement. So it being mailed or delivered to the consumer. And this must happen in a time span of 21 days, within 21 days before the payment due date. So all of this must be done before a creditor can treat a payment as late. Now, in addition to these requirements, there are also a negative information requirement because what? We know that a a late payment is also what? A negative item. So 15 USC 1681 C2. So when we go to 15 USC 1681 C2 and we scroll down to not C2, S2. When we go to S2, you will see that there requires a notice for information relating to negative information. So it's called the negative information notice, right? So if any financial institution that extends credit and regularly and in the ordinary course of business furnishes information to a consumer reporting agency described in Section 1681AP, furnishes negative information to such agency regarding a credit that was extended to the consumer, the financial institution shall provide what? Look at the word here, shall provide. That means they must provide a notice of such furnishing of negative information in writing. And when you go to the time of the notice, it says that the notice required under subparagraph A, this is paragraph A, guys, shall be provided to the consumer prior to or no later than 30 days after furnishing the negative information. So when we talk about the late payment being furnished on your consumer report, there's a few things that must happen. The 1666B requirements for the late payment to exist, but also the negative information of them furnishing it to your consumer report. And you're supposed to get the 1666B requirements 21 days or less before the payment due date, all four parts, and the 15 USC 1681 S27 negative information notice that you're supposed to get that either before or within 30 days of the negative item being furnished. If these requirements are not met, the late payment and the negative information does not exist. Without the account being late, it cannot be charged off. And the letter below has all of that put together for you. All you need to do is get the letter, put your information in, put your dates in, send this off. You're sending this letter off now to the consumer reporting agency, and you're sending this letter off to the creditors as well. Then you're going to take the contents from the letter and you're going to file a CFPB and a BBB complaint. All right. And this is how you get rid of late payments and you can get rid of charge-off. So late payment on a charge-off account, this is how you get rid of it. Owed late payments, you can get rid of it that way too. So the letter is very flexible. It depends on how you are going to use it. There's a late payment deletion guide. It's a series of late payment letters that tells you what happens if they ignore your late payment dispute, what happens if they say verified, validated. Like, it's a whole package. So this late payment bundle or this late payment package is below. You'll be able to get them. Also, you'll be able to get the late payment letters individually. So whatever floats your boat, the information and the templates are below. Okay.